Duskwood is a place shrouded in perpetual darkness, filled with whispered secrets and shadows that seem to move on their own. In such a grim setting, trust is rare and precious. Have you ever trusted someone completely, only to discover they had a terrifying secret? Watcher Dodds is known in Darkshire as a steadfast guardian. He is one of the Night Watch's most respected members, committed to protecting villagers from the endless terrors of Duskwood's shadowed forests. His unwavering dedication has made him a beacon of reassurance for a town frequently besieged by darkness. Yet beneath Dodds's steadfast exterior, a hidden threat festers quietly. Recently, a sinister change has overtaken his nights. Dreamless, restless hours punctuated by fragments of vivid, violent images that vanish upon awakening. Simultaneously, a string of horrifying murders grips Darkshire. Each victim is brutally slain, discovered at dawn with marks resembling savage animal attacks. The villagers, unaware of the killer's identity, turn to Dodds, trusting implicitly that he'll find and stop the mysterious threat. Among the villagers is Eldrin, a reclusive druid who lives in a small house deep within Duskwood, recently rescued by Dodds from a ferocious pack of worgen while traveling through the forest. On that fateful patrol, Dodds had come across Eldrin cornered by a pack of feral worgen. Dodds intervened without hesitation, slaying one of the attacking creatures in the struggle. Unbeknownst to him, the worgen he killed was the son of the pack's alpha, whose rage burned hot with the desire for revenge. Several nights later, Dodds was ambushed while alone on patrol. In the shadowy chaos, the alpha worgen overpowered Dodds, biting him viciously but withdrawing before Dodds fully regained his senses. Dazed and disoriented, Dodds assumed he had survived without serious injury, unaware of the curse now quietly circulating through his veins. In the confusion, he returned home, unknowingly carrying his torn patrol coat, which he mechanically placed inside an old chest before collapsing from exhaustion, promptly forgetting the event entirely. Determined to fulfill his duty, Dodds begins an exhaustive investigation. As days pass, unsettling coincidences emerge. His clothes were torn and muddied each morning, unexplained wounds appearing on his body, and deep exhaustion gnawing at his resolve. Initially dismissing these occurrences as mere consequences of his tireless patrols, Dodds becomes increasingly unsettled as small details begin to align troublingly with his nightly visions. He finds himself obsessively returning to crime scenes, haunted by a disturbing sense of familiarity. The breakthrough occurs one evening when Dodds, searching his home for clues, uncovers a hidden bundle in a secluded chest, his heavy forest patrol coat shredded by unmistakably savage claw-like marks. The coat, worn only on patrols into the deep forest, jolts his memory back to the violent encounter with the pack of worgen. He vividly recalls the intense hatred in the eyes of the pack's leader after Dodds had slain his son in defense of Eldrin. Connecting the pieces, Dodds understands now that the leader had ambushed him days later in revenge, purposefully infecting him with the worgen curse without his knowledge. Realizing the horrifying truth that he is the beast terrorizing Darkshire, Dodds knows he cannot confide in his fellow Night Watch members, for they would surely see him as another threat to eliminate, regardless of the circumstances. Knowing this, he immediately seeks out Eldrin, the druid whose life he had saved. Eldrin, recognizing the affliction instantly, agrees to help Dodds. Under Eldrin's guidance, Dodds begins rigorous training to control his new nature, studying ancient druidic texts and undergoing the ritual of balance. Through careful meditation, discipline, and druidic teachings, Dodds gradually learns to embrace and master his dual nature. Through unwavering determination and discipline, Dodds gains the ability to maintain his human consciousness even in worgen form. Forever altered by his ordeal, he returns to Darkshire as its silent protector, keenly aware of the internal struggle he must vigilantly manage to ensure he never again becomes the very threat he swore to protect against.